There is a loneliness that can be rocked, arms crossed, knees drawn up, holding on. This motion, unlike a ship's, smooths and contains the rocker. It's an inside kind, wrapped tight like skin. Then there is a loneliness that roams. No rocking can hold it down. It is alive on its own, a dry and spreading thing that makes the sound of one's own feet going seem to come from a far-off place. This is a message inspired by the dahlia flower. I was just meditating and thinking of the dahlia flower. That's what came to mind when I was searching for messages and signs to come. And the dahlia flower is a late bloomer. It blooms late in the season. It kind of comes when all hope is lost. It feels like all hope is lost, but then the dahlia flower blooms in all of its beauty, and it is a sign of hope and renewal and deep transformation and change, because you thought it was over. You thought everything was gone. You thought there was no hope left. But then the flowers bloomed. So this is going to be a tarot reading. I'm just going to kind of do it intuitively, but I wanted to connect with anyone who's feeling this late in the year, late in the season loneliness, holiday season loneliness, holiday blues. It can be really hard. And I just wanted to make this message to provide some hope and connection and community to anyone who needs it, because I know this is a really hard time of year for a lot of people, myself included, and so I just wanted to make a nice little message for myself, honestly, and if it helps anyone else, then I would really love that. And the fact that I was meditating to just create this message, and what came through the channel was a dahlia flower, I just think is so beautiful and perfect. So with that being said, let's just start pulling some cards and see what hope Spirit wants to provide us in line with the dahlia flower. I think this is going to be really special and eye-opening, and it's really going to help us through these times that can feel really dark and cold and lonely. But the dahlia flower, we are so resilient, and we can bloom even when it feels like there's no hope. And we do bloom when it feels like there's no hope. That's when we really find our wholeness, when we find our strength, when we find our resilience. The color green feels really important for this reading. The color of the heart. Heart healing. I think it's really easy to turn inward right now when you're just overcome with loneliness. But it's really important to stay open to hope, to stay open to connection, to find hope and joy and passion and creativity in the little things that life has to offer everywhere. There's so much beauty in the world, and it's so important to remember that when your world feels dark. With that being said, let's see what messages Tarot Spirit has to give us. I think I'm just going to keep this very general for now and just see what energy wants to come out. So first, let's just connect with this collective. Spirit, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity to connect with this collective. Please help me. Please help me connect with this energy right now. What is the general energy, the general mood of this collective? So we can really connect with ourselves, connect deeper with ourselves. What is the general energy of this collective? Thank you, Spirit. This is reversed. Oh, okay, a lot of major energy coming out right now. Oh, there's just such potent energy, and like, it just feels like, the end right now, right? And when it feels like the end, it's so hard to see that every end is a new beginning. But when it's the end, it just feels like an end, and it feels like you have nothing. But I was talking about this in my last video, like, that is such a sweet place to be, because it allows you to be filled with so much new light, with so many new opportunities, with so many new paths, with so many new connections, with so many new people, with new community, with new abundance. First card we got, Four of Swords reversed. So it's almost like you've been in a period. Sirens. I opened my window today because it was like strangely warm outside today. Those sirens came at an interesting time. The Four of Swords reversed is making me think that you've been in an introspective period, a lot of self-discovery. I get drawn outside, like, whenever there's a bird that flies past, it always steals my attention, so I need to, like, boop. I feel like the birds are like, okay, what are the birds trying to tell me? I feel like you're itching to come out of this introspective period, this like hibernating period, this period where you really turned inward and you really tried to learn. You really tried to integrate your shadows. It was like hermit mode, rest mode for so long, and you really are ready to come out of that. You're ready to move forward, but you're not. It's almost like you're not sure what that means. We've got King of Swords reversed next. So it almost feels like all of that work was in vain right now. It feels like all of that work you did, all of that shadow work, all of that inner work you did was for nothing. That's kind of what you feel like right now. We've got the Tower next. So let's just pull out. 4 is a very important number because we've got some major arcana, and then all of the other cards we've got are 4s. So we've got the Tower, 4 of Pentacles, Death, 4 of Cups. So super intriguing energy. And it's almost like you had this Tower moment, but you kind of retreated back to your old ways because the Tower moment was so heavy. It was so overwhelming. It was so unclear. Like, it almost didn't provide you with any clarity. It completely shook your clarity. So you started clinging on to things again that maybe were old attachments, maybe just weren't serving you. And then it's like you're finally trying to come out of the other side, and you're finally trying to let that die, to let that old self die. But letting that self die just feels so hopeless almost. I'm just getting this sense of hopelessness, because it's like you had to let go of so much, and you did all of this work. You had the tower moment. You had a death again. It's like you had the tower moment, then you turned back around because you're like, wait, what? And then you had the death again. But then it's like, it's such a hopelessness, because you're like, I tried so hard, and what was it all for? Because I just feel so hopeless now. Like, there's just, what is out there for me now? I feel so lonely. I feel like I'm looking around my reality and I just can't find anything for me. I don't see anything that feels right. I don't feel anything that feels like me. I don't know who I am. I can't find my identity. I just feel so lost. But that's what this card feels like, right? But I think it's so important that the Four of Cups is the last card that came out here. It is showing where we're at. Like, it's portraying this hopeless feeling, this feeling of just being utterly lost, right? But it's showing this opportunity coming in. It's showing that the world is still supporting us. It still has our back, even if we can't see it. So maybe this is just something that's happening right now that we need to open our eyes to, or it's something that's about to come in. So it's almost like we might just have to survive through this period of not knowing right now, of not knowing what's next right now, and we're really going to have to push through that, because if we turn back around and we cling to the things that we do know, we're clinging to the things that we do know aren't right. So where's that going to take us? Yeah, it's a known. It's like the devil we know. But what is that? We have to open ourselves up if we want to find something better. It's so scary. Change is so scary, but we have to trust that there are things happening, that the universe is working magic that we just don't see yet, that our eyes can't see yet, that our hearts just haven't put together yet, that our soul like hasn't felt yet. But we have to trust that there is some invisible magic at play, that there are invisible opportunities that are going to become apparent as we work through this feeling. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What is happening at this time that we don't see, that we don't understand? What is going on behind the scenes? Please help us see the unseen. What is happening at this time that we don't understand? This period of stuckness, of feeling lost. What's happening behind the scenes that we don't understand yet? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I just feel like the cards we got, I'm going to interpret them completely differently than how I normally would, because we asked a really different question I wouldn't normally ask, and I'm just like looking at things that I maybe don't normally see on the cards, because we're looking at seeing the unseen, right? So what we got were the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords reversed, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords reversed, which is a very positive card to end on, right? So let's look at them together. First, we got the Two of Pentacles, and I kind of want to pull out, yeah, I think I want to pull out these three together and really look at what's going on in the background here. So we got the Two of Pentacles, and I'm noticing, what I'm really noticing is the infinity. See, there's like an infinity symbol that's green. Green's our color today, right? And I'm just getting, see, I'm just like, it's interesting because I'm interpreting these cards in a way that like, I'm not even gonna think about how I normally interpret the cards, right? I'm just kind of opening my third eye. Also, this guy is like wearing green, so I'm kind of like, I want to look at this through the lens of green. This card has green in the background, that green grass in the background. So sorry, this is gonna be like a very long, I'm really thinking into this. And then the Ten of Swords reversed. I feel like this is really through the narrative of spirit, of our angels. And I feel like these waves in the background of the Two of Pentacles, so stick with me here because this might be like, I don't know, this might be like interesting. Like, I feel like first of all, let's go back to the infinity symbol, the green infinity symbol that we're seeing here. I feel like there's something about your heart has stayed strong through everything you have been through. You have such, we talked about the dahlia flower, your resilience, your very resilient hope, your resilient heart. So that's what I'm getting from the infinity symbol. And I feel like this is also telling me that there's something that you've always wanted. There's like a dream you've always had that maybe you planted seeds for a while ago that you really just let, I'm getting wash out to sea. Like you just let it go. You let it, like you let the waves take it away. I don't know why that's like what's coming to me. And I feel like spirit and your angels and your spirit team are just really plotting this so that it comes back to you, but that it flows so that you don't become attached to it again. Because we got the Five of Swords reversed. I hope this is making sense. Like you let this go. You let people go. You let You let parts of yourself go. Oof, you let so many things go because you didn't see. You couldn't find a place to put them. You couldn't find a place to put them in the world, in your reality. You couldn't find a place for these pieces of your soul. So you let them go, even though they were parts of you. They were parts of your true soul. So you let them go. You let them walk away, even though they were part of your heart. They were really like what made up your heart. Your heart still is such a big part of you though. Like your heart remains strong. Like you wear your heart on your sleeve. And you're still such a strong, soulful heart. But I'm just getting the sense that the universe didn't forget. The universe hasn't forgotten these wishes you held within you, these pieces of your soul that you had to give up in order to survive. That you had to let go of, you had to send them out to sea in order to sail on, right? You had to make yourself smaller in order to you just had to let go and let the water take you. There's just something about these waves that feel really important to this reading. As do the red and yellow in the big ship coming through here. I need to, let's make this bigger. So let's really look, this is what I'm really looking at in the Two of Pentacles here. So it's almost like this is what you turned yourself into, and Spirit is plotting how to flow. It's like very careful. This is a very careful plan. Spirit is carefully letting these pieces of your soul flow back to you so that you become this vibrant ship again, that's strong, that the waves part for this strong vessel, right? And the red and the yellow are so important here because it's like this is so important. Your solar plexus got so disconnected from your root chakra, and now those are going to be such a vital piece of your healing journey. Like once those two chakras finally turn back on and reconnect, you will be unstoppable. Like the waves will part for you because you will be this huge, glorious ship, this vessel that no one can get in the way of it. So that's what I'm really getting here. And the fact that you let it go showed, and you maintained your heart, you maintained your soul, really made the universe and Spirit like want to work really hard to give this to you, to have this show back up for you. So it's like I almost feel like this is you, like you're still really working hard in your reality, but there's this castle, this field of green being built in the background. Sorry, I'm off screen. There's this castle of green, this green field, this white castle being built in the background of your reality that you don't yet see, that is not in your eyesight yet. And that's Spirit's workings, that's Spirit's work being done. And you're still working very hard on trying to make things happen for yourself. But it's almost like Spirit is trying to gift you back the things you let go of. This 10 of Swords reversed feels so important, because the fact that it's reversed, it's almost like they are trying to put you on a pedestal now. They are trying to lift you up, but they're trying to let this happen very easy. They're trying to have it happen very naturally and very free-flowing and very easily for you, so that it looks, so that it almost doesn't feel like a miracle, I want to say. Like it doesn't feel like luck, because you have worked so hard and they want it to be like it's a reward for your hard work. But also know that spirit and your spirit team is putting in the work behind the scenes to put you on the pedestal, because you had to kill off, that sounds dramatic, you had to kill off parts of yourself in order to survive. And I think that's such a key part of your story as a survivor, as a glowing soul, as a glowing light in this world. And Spirit really wants you to shine light on that. Spirit really wants to lift you up and raise you up, shine light on your story, and not only gift you the pieces of your soul that you had to give up, but also give you the gift of letting your wholeness be a healing agent for others, for the world. So it's almost like you're not only being gifted wholeness, like you're being gifted back the parts of yourself that you had to give up, but you're also being gifted the method to share the story of the division you went through in order to let that heal the world. I'm getting the idea of kintsugi. So you're not only going to be gifted back the pieces of yourself to make yourself whole, but you're going to make it into art. You're going to let your broken pieces glow in gold. You're going to let your cracks that were broken at one point glow in gold. They aren't just going to mend back together, but they are going to become the most beautiful parts of you, because they're going to be mended by the glowing gold light of divinity. This is such a beautiful message. I hope that made sense, and I hope I'm getting this across, because this is so beautiful. I really, really hope I'm saying this right. Please, Spirit, I hope I said this right. Like, yeah, I was gonna pull like maybe some oracle cards or something, but I think this is where this message ends. I'm so glad I just went into this and like just as a general reading, because this went to such a beautiful place. I'm so deeply like I can't even, like, excited doesn't feel like the right word. I'm just so deeply proud of who you are, and I'm so ready for you to have the pieces that you gave up. I'm so ready for those pieces to be returned to you. You deserve nothing less than that. And that is going to be not only a gift to you, but a gift to the world, for the world to see your wholeness and your glowing light. I think that's all. Please let me know if this message resonated with you at all. I hope it served its purpose in being supportive and hopeful and healing in a potentially dark time. I really think, even though things feel really hard right now, you have so much to look forward to, because you are growing into yourself. You really are. You are being mended by divine light. It just feels really confusing and really dark right now, but you have to split open in order to be healed by the light, right? So I please let me know if this helped you, healed you even a little bit. If it resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. But that's all. Okay, goodbye.